All right, let's get to the first story. Let's talk about. Let's see here. Let's start off with the first story here. Marvel Rivals developers are allegedly hiding fake heroes in the game files to catch. Okay, I don't think this is like new news. This has happened in past games, right? Again, everything on this show is my opinion, right? Doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, it just is my opinion on what I think happens in the industry and the way that everything kind of like plays out. Okay, so before I even read the article, if you guys are new in my channel. I don't know the article. I read the article for the first time on the channel with you guys in the morning, and then I give you my thoughts and opinions on it. But off the title itself, right? Marvel Rivals developers are allegedly hiding fake heroes in game files to catch leakers. If this was a more secretive game, if this was a different type of game instead of a competitive hero shooter type of thing. Okay. I think that this would make more sense if they were hiding things in the data. Like, this is not the US government where they're trying to find out the mole. Okay. Like, we pretty much know that people can data mine stuff. Now, I do believe that they do put stuff in the code. Okay. To kind of see who's, putting like breadcrumbs type of thing, messing with them. If I was a dev, okay, this is what I would do, right? It's like a banter back and forth, right? The company knows that there's data miners out there in the world of 2025, okay? And that data miners kind of hype up characters, and the studio at that point knows that they're giving hope. There's a community being built around these leaks and whatnot. So if I was a developer, I would purposely put stuff in there just to mess with people, okay? And that's kind of fun. Like, the devs could troll the data miners, which then trolls the rest of the community. And then it kind of builds up the hype because in a game, specifically because of Marvel Rivals, more hype becomes of the people that they're putting in the actual game, okay? Because if you put in, isn't it kind of weird? Everyone's like, I want Gambit, I want Gambit, I want Gambit. The first month goes by, no one sees Gambit. The last patch goes through for this next event, and all of a sudden, Gambit's in the game file, okay? So I think at that point, the developers are like, let's write something in there, right? So it's put in there. If it is true or not, it is to play off of the hype and to keep the hype going. Because if someone's playing the game now, they're enjoying themselves, but they're looking for that one character and they're like, oh, Gambit's coming. They're going to have future interest in that game right off the bat just because of a leak that's coming out, right? Me and Sarge talk about it all the time. Leaks are done on purpose, okay? I don't believe in leaks like, oh, they didn't plan it. No, leaks are done on purpose to build up the hype, right? Sarge just said it. There are no leaks. It's intentional. Are you telling me that no one is trying to leak anything? Info of Grand Theft Auto 6, right? All of this stuff is put out there on purpose. If it's paying someone money in your own team or leaking something out there to somebody where they can spread the wealth, and it's much more advertisement for the game, keeps it relevant. Okay, so let's read the article here, right? So Marvel Rivals developers are allegedly hiding fake heroes in the game files, okay? So new claims have hit the internet that the Marvel Rivals developers are adding fake heroes within the game files to confuse and catch leakers, or are they? Well, I'll be honest, Pasty Pot Pete, I don't know about Pasty Pot Pete. Maybe he's coming, maybe he's not, but it just feels a little weird, okay? The decision first appeared in... or the discussion first appeared in Marvel Rivals Leak Discord channel, where data miners and leakers posted that NetEase is likely adding fake heroes to the game in order to confuse the data miners, right? And in implanting something like this into the fan base, now everything is like, what's real, what's fake, right? Like, you can't trust anything on the internet anymore because of AI, okay? Because of pictures and whatnot. So if someone puts any kind of doubt in someone's mind and they just plant it there, they're like, maybe these heroes are not real at all. Maybe the developers are putting fake heroes. They're like, oh, that could be, right? It gets even more things going. So, I mean, hell, we're talking about, there's articles written about it. Okay, so hello, everyone. It has come to our attention that the devs have set up characters to catch leakers. Not only are the ones in the code, but potentially inside sources to King. We'll probably explain this more as we go on. But here's a curated list as far as we can figure out, okay? He's posted a picture of characters which also believe will not be coming to the game. Are the fake heroes being planted in Marvel Rivals? But the story doesn't quite end there. As XOXO Leak team members, who is also a data miner, stepped in to elaborate. He says, this is not 100% confirmation that they will come, or where they will come, or that are coming, or they will come. This is just to show that it actually exists, and they also continue to thread the heroes in the code. So he says, there's a code, right? It shows in there. These are all the codes. You can go look at all the stuff. You know, if we click on here, I'm not a big coder, so this is all just, lots of stuff in there. If you're a coder, you can go in there and read it and look at it and go, oh my God, right? So while it would have also be uncommon but plausible for developers to add fake code to their games to catch leakers intentionally, it doesn't quite make sense as why they would. After all, the real heroes that are making it their way to the game would still have to be in the code, and it'll also be leaked before their official announcement anyway. That's another great point, right? Like, and this is why I don't think there's leak, right? I don't really think they would do this, but as a troll, right? As a person be like, yeah, this would be fun. Throw something in there. Let's see what they run with, okay? I think they would do that. I don't think they're purposely kind of like putting it in there to be mischievous or whatnot to try to find people, right? You're not holding secret like codes for like the nuclear launch codes or something, right? You're making a superhero game with people that are excited about new superheroes that are coming in, right? They're going to get announced. They're going to get leaked regardless if you like it or not. Okay, so it says, while I don't consider myself a tech guru when it comes to data mining, to me, it seems like it's all just a code related to game development and not necessarily some huge plan from the developers to screw over leakers. Right. It'd be more of a troll move, wouldn't it? Be more of a troll move, right? All the game code tells us is the case that for all the game leaks that also come in via game code. And certain things were also in development and planned at one point or another. Whether they release it or not is unclear unless the code specifically says. That's another thing. Right? There's a lot of codes that come in that they start making it, right? I do this all the time, right? I'll start working on something and then I'll forget about it and go work on something else. And then I come back and work on it. Same thing with developers, right? Developers will work on codes, they'll work on characters, and they're like, hey, you know what? We're moving focus. We're not working on Gambit right now. Let's work on something else. This is the plan that we're moving towards. They go over there. So Gambit gets left in the file, okay? And then when someone reads it, they're like, oh my God, Gambit's in the file. Or is he real or is he fake? I don't think they're doing it maliciously. If anything, they're doing it out of fun with the community, right? And if they're not doing it out of fun, they're doing it because they're just working. And they're leaving the code in there as they're working on stuff. Started it, go work on something else, come back to it, okay? So it says, so are Marvel Rivals planting fake heroes? I don't think so, it says personally. And personally, I don't think so either. I think people have misinterpreted the game code and what it means in some way. What do you think about Marvel Rivals leaks? Do you think some of them have been faked or planted? I don't. I don't think they're fake or planted. I think if they're not fake, but they are planted, if that makes sense, right? I don't think there's fake heroes in there. I think they're planted heroes, and they're just messing with people because it's just fun, right? It's just fun. So what do you guys think in the chat? What do you think in the live comment section, in the chat, in the comment section, if you're watching this after the fact? Let me know what you think. Do you think they're putting fake characters in here just to mess with people, to find these leakers inside the studio? Or do you think they're just working on stuff and it just happens to be back there and it's code that they'll work on later? Let me know your thoughts. These are my thoughts. Please share yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.